Hello, everyone. Today we're diving into the incredible story of Johnny Tillotson, a name synonymous with heartfelt lyrics and timeless melodies. From his humble beginnings in Florida to becoming a global sensation with hits like Poetry in Motion, Johnny's journey is one of passion, perseverance, and profound connection with music lovers around the world. Let's take a closer look at his life, starting with his childhood, where the seeds of his remarkable career were first sown. Johnny Tillotson was born on April 20th, 1938, in Jacksonville, Florida, into a family that laid the foundation for his future in music. By the time Johnny was 9 years old, the Tillotson family relocated to Palatka, a quieter town roughly 40 miles south of Jacksonville. The move brought Johnny closer to his father's radio station, where he frequently spent time absorbing the magic of live broadcasting. Here, he first began singing publicly, participating in small performances, and earning early praise for his clear and youthful voice. Country music, the genre his father frequently played, became Johnny's first love. The heartfelt lyrics and emotional storytelling of country songs resonated deeply with him, inspiring him to start crafting his own musical identity. Johnny's early exposure to the radio station wasn't just a casual pastime, it was an informal apprenticeship. He observed how radio shows were curated, how live performances were managed, and how music could connect with an audience. This behind-the-scenes access gave him a unique perspective on the entertainment industry at a very young age. His growing familiarity with the workings of the industry gave him an edge when he began performing, as he already had a sense of what it meant to engage an audience. A transformative moment in Johnny's young life occurred on May 13th, 1955, when he attended a concert by Elvis Presley in Jacksonville. Elvis, who was just beginning his rise to stardom, delivered a performance that electrified the audience and left a lasting impression on the 14-year-old Johnny. Presley's raw energy, charisma, and ability to blend country and rhythm and blues into a revolutionary sound inspired Johnny to broaden his musical horizons. This event marked a turning point, as Johnny began to incorporate elements of rock and roll into his otherwise country-dominated style. As a teenager, Johnny demonstrated a natural talent for balancing his education with his growing musical aspirations. He performed regularly on local radio programs, including his father's broadcasts, and even secured appearances on regional television shows, where his talent for connecting with audiences became apparent. His charm, coupled with his vocal ability, made him a popular figure in the local entertainment scene. Johnny's performances at the time showcased his evolving musical style. While he remained rooted in country music, the influence of contemporary rock and roll artists like Elvis Presley and Buddy Holly began to shine through in his delivery and song choices. This blend of genres would later define his career and set him apart as an artist who could seamlessly navigate between pop, rock, and country. Despite his budding music career, Johnny's parents emphasized the importance of education. Recognizing the unpredictability of the entertainment industry, they encouraged him to pursue academic success alongside his musical endeavors. Johnny heeded this advice and excelled in school, eventually enrolling at the University of Florida to study journalism and composition. His experiences as a student would later inform his songwriting, adding depth and sophistication to his lyrics. Johnny Tillotson's family played a profound role in shaping the person and artist he would become. His father, Jack Tillotson, was not just a country music DJ, but also a mentor who introduced Johnny to the world of music and broadcasting. Jack's work in Jacksonville's country music scene gave Johnny a front-row seat to the music industry, fostering his appreciation for the genre's emotional storytelling and rich melodies. Jack's ability to connect with audiences through radio inspired Johnny to consider how music could create similar connections on a personal and broader scale. Jack's occupation allowed Johnny rare opportunities for on-air exposure from a young age. Unlike many aspiring singers who start out at talent shows or in their local churches, Johnny had access to a ready-made platform. He would often sing live on his father's radio show, giving him early experience performing for an audience, even if it was unseen. This regular exposure helped him overcome stage fright and refine his ability to communicate emotion through his voice. These early performances laid the groundwork for his later success as a recording artist. Doris Tillotson, Johnny's mother, provided the steady foundation that supported the family. While her role was less public than Jack's, Doris was instrumental in ensuring that Johnny's early years were balanced with love, discipline, and encouragement. She emphasized the importance of education and hard work, values that Johnny carried with him throughout his life. Her support gave Johnny the confidence to pursue his dreams while maintaining the practicality of earning an education at the University of Florida. Johnny's family moved to Palatka, Florida, when he was 9 years old. The move allowed for a quieter lifestyle, but also kept him close enough to continue his involvement with his father's radio station. This smaller community provided Johnny with opportunities to perform in a more intimate setting, honing his skills in front of a supportive local audience. While Jacksonville had been more bustling, Palatka offered the young singer a chance to focus on his craft without the distractions of a larger city. Later in life, the impact of his father's health challenges deeply influenced Johnny's music. Jack Tillotson's terminal illness became the inspiration for one of Johnny's most heartfelt and enduring songs, "It Keeps Right on a Hurtin." The song's poignant lyrics captured the pain of loss and longing, resonating with audiences across genres. It became a crossover hit, reaching the top of the pop, country, and easy listening charts. Beyond its commercial success, the song stands as a testament to the deeply personal influence Johnny's family had on his creative process. While details about Johnny's extended family are less well documented, it's clear that the immediate bond between him, his parents, and his community in Palatka created a nurturing environment. His father's passion for music and broadcasting, coupled with his mother's unwavering encouragement, gave Johnny a strong sense of purpose and the resilience to navigate the challenges of the music industry. Johnny Tillotson's career began to take shape while he was still a student at the University of Florida, where he pursued studies in journalism and composition. In 1957, his musical aspirations led him to participate in a national talent contest sponsored by Pet Milk. Although he did not win, the competition became a turning point in his life. His performance attracted the attention of a song publisher who introduced him to Archie Blair, the founder of Cadence Records, a label that was home to prominent artists like the Everly Brothers and Andy Williams. Recognizing Johnny's potential as both a singer and a songwriter, Blair offered him a 3-year recording contract. This marked the beginning of Johnny's professional music career. In September 1958, Cadence released his debut single, which included 2 of his original songs, Dreamy Eyes and Well, I'm Your Man. Both tracks reflected Johnny's influences from rock and roll pioneers like Buddy Holly. While these early releases achieved modest chart success, Dreamy Eyes peaked at number 63 on the Billboard Hot 100. They set the stage for his future hits and introduced his clear tenor voice to a national audience. Following the modest performance of his initial singles, Johnny returned to college to complete his degree, earning a Bachelor of Arts in 1959. However, his passion for music never wavered. That same year, he released True True Happiness, a teen pop ballad that gained moderate attention. Johnny's true breakthrough came in 1960 with the release of Poetry in Motion, recorded in Nashville with a team of accomplished session musicians, including saxophonist Boots Randolph and pianist Floyd Kramer. The song showcased Johnny's unique ability to blend pop, country, and rock and roll influences. Poetry in Motion soared to number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and topped the charts in the United Kingdom in early 1961. Its success cemented Johnny's status as a rising star and propelled him into the international spotlight. Throughout the early 1960s, Johnny continued to build on this success. He released a string of hits that highlighted both his vocal talent and his songwriting skills. Among these was It Keeps Right on a Hurtin', a deeply personal song inspired by his father's terminal illness. The track, released in 1962, blended country and pop elements seamlessly, reaching number 3 on the Billboard Pop chart and earning Johnny his first Grammy nomination for Best Country and Western Recording. The song's emotional resonance made it a timeless classic, later covered by artists such as Elvis Presley and Dean Martin. Johnny's versatility as a performer was further evident in hits like Without You and Send Me the Pillow, You Dream On. These songs appealed to a broad audience, allowing Johnny to cross between genres and maintain a strong presence on both pop and country charts. His 1962 album It Keeps Right on a Hurtin' featured a mix of original compositions and covers of country standards, demonstrating his adaptability and deep respect for traditional country music. The mid-1960s brought significant changes to the music landscape, with the British invasion dominating the charts and overshadowing many American artists. For Johnny, this period required creative reinvention. Despite the industry's shifting trends, he continued to release new music, experimenting with sounds that aligned with contemporary tastes. Johnny adapted to the changing musical climate by incorporating elements of Mersey beat and pop rock into his work. His 1964 single Worried Guy exhibited these influences and reached the top 40. However, his earlier chart dominance began to wane as the Beatles and other British acts captured the attention of American audiences. When Cadence Records ceased operations in 1964, Johnny formed his own production company and began working with MGM Records. This partnership yielded hits such as Talk Back Trembling Lips, a cover of Ernest Ashworth's Country No. 1. Johnny's version reached number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1963, showcasing his ability to reinterpret country songs for a pop audience. Other notable releases from this era included I Rise, I Fall, and She Understands Me, both of which maintained Johnny's presence on the charts despite increasing competition. By the late 1960s, Johnny Tillotson's days as a chart-topping artist were largely behind him, but his passion for music and commitment to his craft ensured that his career remained vibrant. During this period, he began recording for a variety of labels, including Buddha Records, Columbia, and United Artists, adapting to the shifting landscape of the music industry. One of his most notable efforts in 1969 was his cover of Tears on My Pillow, released under Amos Records. This version of the classic song garnered positive reviews and reaffirmed Johnny's talent for reimagining well-known tracks with his signature style. Johnny's success wasn't confined to his own performances. As a songwriter, he made significant contributions to the country music genre. In 1969, he co-wrote Who's Gonna Take the Garbage Out, which became a top 20 hit on the country charts when recorded as a duet by Ernest Tubb and Loretta Lynn. The song's success highlighted Johnny's ability to craft lyrics that resonated with both audiences and other artists, reinforcing his lasting influence within the music industry. Although Johnny's recording output slowed during the 1970s and 1980s, his presence in the music world remained strong. He became a regular performer in nostalgic music reviews, which celebrated the golden era of rock and roll and country music. These live shows allowed Johnny to connect with longtime fans who cherished his classic hits and introduced his work to newer audiences. His enduring popularity in these circuits underscored the timelessness of his music and the deep emotional connection it forged with listeners. Johnny Tillotson's influence extended far beyond his own voice. His songs were covered by legendary artists like Elvis Presley, Billy Joe Royal, and Dean Martin, among others. The universal appeal of his emotionally charged lyrics and memorable melodies ensured his work remained relevant, even as new musical trends emerged. His ability to create music that could transcend generations was a testament to his extraordinary talent and dedication to his craft. In 1984, Johnny achieved a final country chart entry with Layback, released on Reward Records. This achievement was a reminder of his versatility and enduring relevance in a competitive industry. 6 years later, in 1990, he released the single Bim Bam Boom on Atlantic Records. This release proved that Johnny's passion for creating music was as strong as ever, even decades after his initial breakthrough. Johnny Tillotson's career stands out in the music industry for its relative lack of controversy, which is unusual given the often turbulent nature of the entertainment world. Over decades of performing, recording, and navigating the highs and lows of show business, Johnny managed to avoid major scandals or public disputes. His reputation has consistently been that of a humble, hard-working artist dedicated to his craft and his audience. While many artists of his era were embroiled in sensational headlines, ranging from feuds to personal struggles, Johnny maintained a low profile, focusing on his music rather than courting controversy. His clean-cut image and affable personality made him a favorite among fans and industry professionals alike. This wholesome demeanor was part of what made him so appealing during the early 1960s, as he became known for heartfelt ballads and an approachable boy-next-door persona. It's worth noting that Johnny's personal life was also remarkably private. Unlike some of his contemporaries who found themselves in the tabloids due to romantic entanglements, legal issues, or erratic behavior, Johnny avoided the pitfalls of fame. Interviews with him reveal a grounded individual who seemed more focused on his next song or tour than on the fleeting allure of celebrity status. While Johnny's career was not without its challenges, such as adapting to the changing musical landscape of the 1960s and competing with the British invasion, these hurdles were professional rather than personal. He faced them with determination and a commitment to evolving as an artist, rather than resorting to sensationalism to remain relevant. Some minor critiques arose during his career, such as comments on his transition from country to pop or attempts to blend his style with emerging genres like Mersey beat. However, these were artistic criticisms rather than personal attacks and were often balanced by praise for his ability to navigate the shifting tides of popular music. His efforts to stay versatile and relevant, even during challenging times, were seen as a testament to his professionalism rather than a source of controversy. Johnny Tillotson's marital life remains an area of mystery and discretion, reflecting his overall preference for keeping personal matters out of the public eye. Unlike many of his contemporaries whose romantic lives became fodder for tabloid headlines, Johnny chose to shield his relationships from media scrutiny. This deliberate privacy not only set him apart in the entertainment industry, but also underscored his desire to let his music take center stage. While some sources confirm that Johnny Tillotson married, there is little documentation about the identity of his spouse, the details of their relationship, or whether they had children. This absence of public information suggests that Johnny prioritized his family's privacy, ensuring that his home life remained separate from his public persona as a singer and songwriter. It's possible that the demands of a career involving extensive touring and recording shaped his decision to keep his personal life understated and away from the limelight. Given his dedication to music and his reputation as a hard-working artist, Johnny may have intentionally avoided discussing his marital status in interviews to maintain a singular focus on his craft. His era was one in which male pop stars were often marketed as heartthrobs to their predominantly female fan base, and an air of mystery around their romantic lives could enhance their appeal. However, this marketing strategy doesn't fully explain Johnny's quiet approach to his personal life, as his authenticity and genuine personality suggest he simply valued the sanctity of his private relationships. Despite the lack of details, Johnny's long-standing career and stable reputation indicate that he likely found a way to balance the demands of fame with the responsibilities of family. His life and career serve as a reminder that not all successful artists require dramatic personal stories to resonate with their audiences. Instead, Johnny Tillotson built a legacy of sincerity and dedication both on and off the stage. Johnny Tillotson's career is marked by a rich tapestry of personal and professional relationships that shaped his journey in the music industry. From his early days as an emerging artist to his later years as a seasoned performer, Johnny's connections with influential figures and fans alike played a crucial role in his success and enduring legacy. During his formative years, Johnny Tillotson was profoundly influenced by the era's leading musical figures. Elvis Presley, in particular, left a lasting impression on Johnny when he attended one of Presley's performances in 1955. Presley's charisma and groundbreaking blend of country, rock, and rhythm and blues inspired Johnny to broaden his own musical horizons beyond traditional country music. This early encounter sparked a lifelong admiration for Presley and a determination to create music that could resonate across genres. In Nashville, Johnny forged professional relationships with highly regarded studio musicians who contributed to the distinct sound of his recordings. Floyd Kramer, a legendary pianist, and Boots Randolph, a renowned saxophonist, were among the key collaborators who helped craft the polished yet heartfelt style that characterized hits like Poetry in Motion. These sessions in Nashville were not only a meeting of talent, but also an opportunity for Johnny to learn from some of the best in the industry, further honing his craft as both a singer and songwriter. Johnny's talents as a songwriter earned him respect and admiration from peers in the music world. His compositions were recorded by numerous high-profile artists, demonstrating the universal appeal of his work. Elvis Presley's rendition of It Keeps Right on a Hurtin' brought new attention to the song and underscored Johnny's impact as a composer. Other notable artists, including Dean Martin, Sonny James, Bobby Darin, and Billy Joe Royal, also covered Johnny's songs, showcasing their versatility and timeless quality. One of Johnny's most significant achievements as a songwriter came in 1969 when Ernest Tubb and Loretta Lynn recorded Who's Gonna Take the Garbage Out, a duet that became a top 20 hit on the country charts. This success highlighted Johnny's ability to create music that resonated with artists across generations and genres. As Johnny navigated the evolving music landscape of the 1960s and beyond, he built valuable relationships with producers and record label executives. These connections were instrumental in helping him adapt to the changing tastes of the audience, particularly during the British invasion. Producers encouraged Johnny to experiment with elements of Mersey beat and other contemporary styles, leading to releases like Worried Guy, which integrated modern pop influences while retaining his signature melodic style. After leaving Cadence Records when it closed in 1964, Johnny collaborated with new producers and signed with various labels, including MGM Records, Buddha Records, and United Artists. These partnerships allowed him to explore new creative directions, even as mainstream music trends shifted dramatically. Johnny Tillotson's relationships extended far beyond the recording studio. His international tours, particularly in the United Kingdom, cemented his global appeal. In the early 1960s, his hit, Poetry in Motion, topped the UK charts, making him a beloved figure among British audiences. His time in the UK also provided him with first-hand exposure to the emerging phenomenon of Beatlemania, which influenced his later recordings. Johnny's live performances were more than just concerts. They were opportunities to forge deep connections with fans. He participated in nostalgic music reviews throughout the 1970s and 1980s, where he shared the stage with other stars from the golden age of rock and roll and country music. These events allowed him to reconnect with longtime supporters and introduce his music to younger generations. Johnny was known for his amicable nature and professionalism, earning the respect and friendship of many in the music industry. His collaborations with artists, session musicians, and songwriters often blossomed into enduring relationships. Despite the competitive nature of the music business, Johnny remained supportive of his peers, celebrating their successes and often sharing anecdotes about their shared experiences and interviews. Beyond his industry connections, Johnny maintained a special bond with his fans. His approachable personality and heartfelt performances endeared him to audiences worldwide. Whether through fan letters, meet and greets, or live shows, Johnny always made an effort to connect with those who supported his music. This genuine appreciation for his audience was a cornerstone of his career and contributed to his longevity in the industry. Despite stepping back from the spotlight in recent decades, Johnny Tillotson has left an indelible mark on the music industry, and his legacy remains intact. His body of work, including timeless hits like Poetry in Motion and It Keeps Right on a Hurtin', continues to influence artists and resonate with fans. His recordings and live performances have preserved his status as a bridge between the golden age of rock and roll, country, and pop music. Johnny occasionally participates in nostalgic music reviews and special appearances, which provide fans an opportunity to experience his artistry firsthand. These performances are cherished by audiences who remember his music from their youth, as well as by newer generations discovering his work. For music historians and fans alike, Johnny Tillotson's life is seen not as one defined by a sad ending, but as a testament to resilience and dedication. His ability to adapt to changing musical landscapes while maintaining the sincerity and emotional depth of his songs is a key aspect of his enduring appeal. He is recognized not only as an artist of his era, but as a musician whose contributions transcended the limitations of time and trends. Ultimately, Johnny Tillotson's story remains a celebration of a life well lived in music, characterized by both remarkable achievements and personal integrity. His enduring presence ensures that his legacy is not confined to the past, but continues to inspire appreciation for a golden era of popular music. Johnny Tillotson's story isn't just about chart-topping hits or a golden era of music. It's a testament to the power of resilience, authenticity, and staying true to one's craft. His legacy bridges generations, inspiring both fans who grew up with his music and newcomers discovering his timeless charm. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the life of a true musical icon. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories of legendary artists. See you in the next video.